Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Um, do you know who Picasso is? Many of you may have heard of him before. He is a famous artist who lived a long time ago, um, but he was an abstract artist. And today's first chapter we're going to read in the one and only Ivan is titled Picasso. And you might be thinking why that connects to Ivan, right? Ivan, we know, is quite an artist, isn't he? So this chapter is called Picasso. Matt gives me a fresh crayon, a yellow one, and 10 pieces of paper. Time to earn your keep, Picasso, he mutters. I wonder who this Picasso is. Does he have a tire swing like me? Does he ever eat his crayons? I know I've lost my magic, so I try my very best. I clutch the crayon and think. I scan my domain. What is yellow? A banana. I draw a banana. The paper tears, but only a little. I lean back and Mac picks up the drawing. Another day, another scribble, he says. One down, 9 to go. What else is yellow, I think? I wonder and I scan my domain. I draw another banana. And then I draw 8 more. Next chapter. 3 visitors. That's a good news, isn't it? 3 visitors are here. A woman, a boy, a girl. I strut across my domain for them. I dangle from my tire swing. I eat 3 banana peels in a row. The boy spits at my window. The girl throws a handful of pebbles. Sometimes I'm glad the glass is there. Maybe you've seen little kids or people at zoos kind of teasing the animals. Have you ever seen that? Sounds like that's what's happening, isn't it? It's so sad. A boy spits at Ivan's window and he's trying to show off. He's trying to, make people excited to see him, isn't he? Next chapter is called My Visitor's Return. Let me read the last sentence of the previous chapter. Sometimes I'm glad the glass is there. My visitors return. After the show, the spit pebble children come back. I display my impressive teeth. I splash in my filthy pool. I grunt and hoot, and I eat and eat and eat some more. The children pound their pathetic chest. They toss more pebbles. Slimy chimps, I mutter, and I throw a me ball at them. Sometimes I wish the glass were not there. Well, Ivan's feeling sassy. The next chapter is called Sorry. Now, we know the kind of character Ivan is. We're getting to know him more and more every day. And isn't he such a kind, gentle soul? So of course he's feeling bad for what he's done. So the next chapter is Sorry. I'm sorry I called those children slimy chimps. My mother would be ashamed of me. Aw, so, Ivan is a lot like us. He's complicated, isn't he? So right now, if you have your notebook with you, and you are already taking notes on Ivan, go ahead and add to your notes. What ideas are you having about the kind of person Ivan is? Um, and if you don't yet have a page for Ivan, definitely make one. So pause the video, make a page for Ivan where you're going to collect some observations. I have here, Ivan is complicated. He's kind-hearted and he's proud. And right now he's feeling frustrated with his visitors, isn't he? He was trying so hard and they weren't very respectful at all. Next chapter is called Julia. Like the spit pebble children, Julia is a child. But that, after all, is not her fault. While her father George cleans the mall each night, Julia sits by my domain. She could sit anywhere she wants, by the carousel, in the empty food court, on the bleachers coated in sawdust. But I am not bragging when I say that she always chooses to sit with me. I think it's because we both love to draw. Sarah, Julia's mother, used to help clean the mall, But when she got sick and grew pale and stooped, Sarah stopped coming. Every night, Julia offers to help George, and every night he says firmly, "Homework, Julia. The floors will just get dirty again." Homework, I have discovered, involves a sharp pencil and thick books and long sighs. Is that true for you? It's true for Julia. I enjoy chewing pencils. I'm sure I would excel at homework. Sometimes Julia dozes off and sometimes she reads her books, but mostly she draws pictures and talks about her day. I don't know why people talk to me, but they often do. Perhaps it's because they think I can't understand them, or perhaps it's because I can't talk back. Julia likes science and art. She doesn't like Lila Burpee, who teases her because her clothes are old, and she does not like Deshaun Williams, who teases her too, but in a nice way. And she would like to be a famous artist when she grows up. He's a good listener, isn't he? Sometimes Julia draws me. I am an elegant fellow in her pictures, with my silver back gleaming like moon on moss. I never look angry the way I do on the fading billboard by the highway. I always look a bit sad, though. And that's the end of that chapter. Why do you suppose that he says that? I always look a bit sad, though. Why do you suppose that's true? Why do you think Julia sees Ivan as a little bit sad? Do you see Ivan as a little bit sad? Next chapter, drawing Bob. I love this. This is kind of has a theme to it, doesn't it? A little art theme to these chapters. I love Julia's pictures of Bob. She draws him flying across the page, a blur of feet and fur. She draws him motionless, peeking out from behind a trash can or the soft hill of my belly. Sometimes in her drawings, Julia gives Bob wings or a lion's mane. Once she gave him a tortoise shell. But the best thing she ever gave him wasn't a drawing. Julia gave Bob his name. For a long time, no one knew what to call Bob. Now and then a mall worker would try to approach him with a tidbit. "Here, doggy," they'd call, holding out a French fry. "Come here, Pooch. How about a little piece of sandwich?" But he would always vanish into the shadows before anyone could get too close. One afternoon, Julia decided to draw the little dog curled up in the corner of my domain. First, she watched him for a long time, chewing on her thumbnail. I could tell she was looking at him the way an artist looks at the world when she's trying to understand it. Finally, she grabbed her pencil and set to work. When she finished, she held up the page. There he was, the tiny, big-eared dog. He was smart and cunning, but his gaze was wistful. Under the picture, there were 3 bold, confident marks, circled in black. I was pretty certain it was a word, even though I couldn't read it. Julia's father peered over her shoulder. "That's him exactly," he said. He pointed to the circled marks. "I didn't realize his name was Bob," he said. "Me either," said Julia. She smiled. "I had to draw him first." Bob and Julia. Now, Bob's interesting, right? He usually doesn't let humans anywhere near him. But listen to this chapter, and I want to show you a picture and see if you can see them. Can you find Bob in the picture? There he is. He's right down by her feet. Oh, he's so little. Bob will not let humans touch him. He says their scent upsets his digestion. But every now and then, I see him sitting at Julia's feet. Her fingers move gently just behind his right ear. Oh, so sweet. I love their relationship. So that's the end of this chapter. And so I want you to pause now or stop now and go back into your notebook or the paper, wherever you're taking notes, and go add your thoughts and ideas with these words. So you know how we're talking about our readers' notebooks and making them wordy. That's the word I'm going to use. You'll see it a lot. Make them wordy, because I know you guys are amazing at including sketches and charts and all sorts of drawings. I want to make sure that now you're becoming the kind of listener and thinker where you can elaborate and put your thoughts. And so I want you to try these 3 helping words. I think, I feel, and I believe. Right? So if I'm looking at my notes here, and my notes say, talk about Ivan and his mind pie chart, and I've added here that he's complicated. There are a lot of parts to him. There are a lot of sides to them. On one hand, he's feeling very kind-hearted, or he is kind-hearted. He's so good-natured and gentle, but also he threw that poop at the kids, that me ball when he was feeling frustrated. And so let me try it. If I were to add right now to my notes, my thoughts using I think, I feel, and I believe. Let me see. Oh, I think Ivan is a lot like me, like a lot like people. We have many sides to us. People are complicated. We're not just one way. So I think Ivan is complicated like people are complicated. And I think that most of the time he is gentle and kind. But I also believe that when people hurt his feelings, he 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 reacts to that the way we do oftentimes. So see, in your notes, look back, add color, go back and add things that you may have missed during the read aloud, as I asked you to think about Julia and Ivan. And then I want you to add your thoughts, and you can put them in a speech bubble, or you can just write them on the lines or write them on the page right there using I think, I feel, and I believe. And I will see you tomorrow for the next Read Aloud.